Okay, in the previous video, I only mentioned about one way to escape the high press. Right, I only mentioned one way. I'm just going to recap it that one way, and then I'm just going to share with you more ways. Alright, whether is it in a 4v4 situation in a local context for secondary schools, or in 5v5 context where you have that center role that you can utilize. Okay, that time I mentioned about this concept about move and cut, or rather cut and move. Okay, cut and move. I'm just going to recap it very quickly. You are first trapped over here, okay, with the ball, and your partner is over there, right? Cut and move meaning to say that someone is cutting towards you, and therefore you have to move it away. So he, with the ball getting pressured by opponent, he cuts it towards your fellow partner. And when he cut it towards him, he, instead of staying put, he will need to move away. Now, moving away depends on the angle that he is offering, or the passing lane that he is offering, depending on where your opponent is. Okay, I'm not going to talk so much into passing lanes, but assuming he is able to offer the passing lane, once you cut, he will move, and so therefore you will move towards this situation where you are now behind the goal. Your partner is somewhere down the board at the side, offering a simple pass, leaving him, your opponent, stranded, whereby he's thinking, should I go to him or him? And so you are creating this 2v1 situation to escape it. Okay, so that is one way. The other ways, there's actually several other ways whereby you can escape the press. Let me just talk on this. Right, there are also this kind of scenario whereby, say you were attacking, okay, you are attacking here, so your original point was here, and let's say your other line mates, right, were trying to attack the goal, and then say someone lost the ball right over here, and then one pass down by opponents, somehow it becomes a loose ball, bam, you need to run back. Can you imagine that situation? Loose ball, pass down, run back, opponent as well trying to chase with you to the ball, and so you feel the pressure of your opponent behind you. Now when that happens, right, when you chase the ball to retrieve the ball, also back to the supporting cast, right, they should be following you at the same time, and most of the time, say in a more safer option, they'll be running across over here. Okay, so while running and chasing the ball, do be able to take notice of where your partner is. Give a verbal shout out. It can be passing from the back, come on, pass me at the back, blah blah blah. And when you run, okay, and the ball is here, you'll be simply just retrieving the ball and make a quick switch pass for your defender to retrieve the ball. So that immediately you actually escape that pressured situation. Of course, then your partner, after receiving the ball here, he might receive the pressure by your opponent, right? And so therefore it can reverse that situation, because by then you would be around here. After passing the ball off, your opponents might be closer towards you, and the opponent is pressuring your partner. What your partner can do is either being able to dribble past them, or you just reverse the concept of then cut and move, whereby he will cut towards you, and then you move away, and bam, one pass out, you are back to attacking mode. If it's too fast, please do rewind this video and go and listen back again. Alright, I'm just gonna quickly move to that. So the second option is do a quick, my handwriting, quick switch pass. Okay, third, okay, which is the forward option. Forward option would simply means the forward offering the option rather than your defender. Okay, so this concept actually is super simple. You get pressured, same thing, ball, someone pressuring on you, somehow the stick is covered here, the center option pass, your forward, instead of hiding behind your opponent, your forward comes down much lower, offering a simple passing option to you. So whether is it a 4-blade pass, back blade pass, do a quick one, switch it, and the same thing if you see it's another 2v1 situation. Okay, another 2v1 situation. You can then play a bit of monkey around before you get a relief of the stress or on the pressure by your opponent, and then you kind of just escape out of it. Okay, so again, the third one would be forward option, whereby the forward comes down closer, creating that 2v1 situation. You can monkey them around, ease off the pressure, and there you go. Alright, next. In a 5v5 situation, right, let's talk about 5v5 situation. In a 5v5 situation, sorry, this opponent, this is you, same thing with the ball. In a 5v5 situation, bam, 1, 2, say 2, pressure, say 3, over here, there's a center option now, and say there is also your forwards, right, in a very simple 2-1-2 formation. Now, if none of you guys move, the circles, the supporting cast move, it is so easy to defend because everyone is just on everyone. So then it depends on your 1v1 situation. Okay, but if you want to be in a more team setting, in a teamwork environment, then your supporting cast need to move. Okay, now theoretically speaking, if the ball is here, who is the closest, or which players are the closest towards you in to support you? Number 1, obviously, this guy, he can actually come closer. Number 2, the center guy, he can come closer. And number 3, as mentioned, the forward option, he can come closer. And this is a concept where I mentioned to my teammates, or rather to my team, whereby it's the close support system. Close support system. Why? Because say if you go close in, yes, you might bring the defenders towards you, okay, but essentially you are offering easier support for your teammate that is in help. The likelihood is this guy is here, this guy might come, yes, this guy is here, this guy might come, yes, this guy, however, here. Now whether this guy would push up so much, I'm unsure. Maybe yes, maybe no. This guy, whether they will push up, maybe yes, maybe no. Okay, so what happens is, if say everyone offer the close support system, this will be the case scenario. And over here, push up. Okay, if assuming your opponent defender do not press as high, because as defenders usually they want to just hold their ground. Okay, if they don't push as high, simply say you actually have this option already. If the center, similarly speaking, do not push as high, straight away you have a passing option towards the middle. If say the person over here, right, is coming so close to you and it looks like a very nice 2v2 or very tight 2v2 situation, what you can do is, instead of passing across, which is so far, your confidence actually increases because you are much nearer to offer that slip pass. a very sleek pass, as in S-L-I-P, sleek pass. It's just a very gentle pass towards that direction for him to now exploit the space over here. So you are congesting, bringing them here in order to exploit the space over there. Alternatively speaking, good teamwork, another play could go like this. Over here, one pass through the middle, this guy saw the play, make a quick run, you can do a quick switch. And bam bam. Another one, quick pass through the middle, first timer, bam bam. Then you will say, oh, but I'm still stuck around here. How do I bring the ball up? How do I bring the ball up? Please remember, you still have a fifth player over here, which is typically so-called the top forward. Okay, this top forward is actually very important because he offers the stretching of play. Usually this top forward would then plant himself somewhere in the middle, but much higher up. Now when you plant yourself in the middle, what you are also telling your opponents is, now these two defenders, who is taking me? If he takes me, and if this passing option does go through, free. It's a 2v1. If he don't take me, look at this, I'm totally free. No one to mark me. Come another scenario, if this pass does make through, and this guy does push up subsequently, bam. Can you see this 2v1 now? So you are always creating that 2v1 situation. 5v5 situation, close support system. Okay? Lastly, in order to escape is an even simpler way, which is a pass and cut. One of my favorites. The concept is so simple that it can be very fluid and dynamic. Now, simply said, pass and cut. This guy has the ball, pop up. Same thing, this guy is supporting, say the pressure is not so high. Okay, and then you have supporting cars coming down. One supporting cars, two supporting cars, and say the top forward, as mentioned in the previous example, over here. Okay, so it's a relatively close support system. Pass and cut. Now the idea of pass and cut is you pass it off first, then you run it off. So this guy decides to pass, and he decides to run off. Say he run off here. Okay, when he run off here, the ball is over here. You are essentially vacating this area. And when you run, it gives this guy the decision making to take. Do I stay put or do I follow? You say you follow, which typically most people would. What happens is this guy now has the option to come over the other side. Super simple. Super duper simple. Okay, and when he comes over here, say the guy that make the cut, he comes over here, the center can now offer, say himself over here. He have a passing lane here. He can come closer to get the ball, and then the top forward making the same runs, creating the 2v1. Just by doing this pass and cut, you open up a lot more possibility. Okay, so this quickly the very 5 ways to escape the press. You cut and move, do a quick switch pass, forward coming in, offering that option. The close support system is probably the most complicated one, and my favorite, the pass and cut. Hope this video helped. I'll see you in the next one.